The call to a new day is something special in Thailand, for the realization is strong here that with each rising sun, life does begin anew. And it is a single Thai heart that is shared by many, which beats with the progress of life. This we celebrate throughout Visit Thailand Year. One of the largest parades in the history of the kingdom opens this very special year, giving just a foretaste of what is to come in the next 12 months of merriment and celebration for and with our visitors. The parade also represents just a very small portion of the massive effort which has made Visit Thailand Year such an unmatched success. Never before have so many people joined hands to mount such a year-long celebration. But these are the Thais, a people so unique, so powerful in their union, that never have they been colonized by another nation. And even now, as the world swims in a sea of troubles, Thailand beckons as an island in the storm, free as is the meaning of its name. The unity of the Thais stands in the face of a vast diversity, where traditional Thais join hands with ethnic Chinese, remote hill tribesmen, Muslims, Indo-Chinese, Burmese, Malaysians, and Westerners, all who have settled here. But what has drawn them together, and what keeps that bond so strong? Perhaps through their ceremonies and celebrations, we shall grasp just a part of the answer. Bangkok is the center of Thai life. As the present Thai capital, it was established by the first king of the still existing Chakri dynasty over 200 years ago. In the very center of this city of angels stands the most important structure for the Thais, the Grand Palace and the Temple of the Emerald Buddha. It is the crowning glory of the nation in the eyes of the Thais and reflects well their proudly delicate spirit. A joyful cry awakens the morning, for on this day are a couple to be wed. Of all ceremonies, a marriage represents for the Thais all the good reasons for joining together. The union of friends, the bonding of love, and the hopeful progression of life. The young couple enter their lives together, ready to carry on the age-old traditions which make Thai families the refuge of the soul and the source from which most good things in Thai life emanate. This wedding ceremony was held at the Rose Garden just outside Bangkok. Here you can see such traditional sports as cockfighting and witness the real king of the jungle, the elephant. This highly intelligent beast is employed throughout Thailand, moving logs with the ease of matchsticks, not just for tourist displays, but also as nature's own bulldozer. Two things which Thailand has plenty of are food and water. Put the two together, and you have the world-famous floating markets of Bangkok. Thailand channels much of its water through canals, and it is on these large and small waterways that you will find the floating markets. Bang Kuviang Canal in Nonthaburi, Potihak in Samut Songkram, Damneun Saduak in Ratchaburi. And these are but 3 of dozens you can find in and around Bangkok. One thing the Thais are not is camera shy. So reach for those cameras as often as you like. We're still close to the city of Bangkok, on our way to Samut Prakan province and headed for a bit of excitement, for here is the world's largest crocodile farm. These guys may not be as friendly as they look, and with good reason, for Thailand is a major exporter of crocodile skins. This particular farm has over 20,000 crocodiles of various species. Trainers and handlers of these creatures must be brave and concentrated, for one mistake can cost him even his life. The crocodile is said to have a fighting spirit, and though tamed, can return to this warrior instinct without warning. The Chinese sector in Yeowarat is an exciting collage of color and confusion. The bonds of friendship between the Thais and the Chinese have existed for so long that it is commonly said that the Thais and the Chinese are brothers. The Chinese ancestors of the present Thai people migrated to Thailand more than 3 generations ago. They continue to live freely in Thailand according to ancient Chinese traditions, maintaining their identity and always living harmoniously with the Thais. These delicately crafted Thai puppets are a representation of the traditional Thai dance. The dancers' hands and gestures tell a story of love or of drama. Music accompanies the dance, which is often in groups of 2 or more, and can represent one of the fabulous fables of Thai mythology. The treasured culture of this country is captured in its dance. We move on now, leaving behind the glitter and history of Bangkok, and flying by Thai Airways, the national carrier, which has served the country for over 40 years. Thai Airways, just by virtue of its being Thai, has set the standard for fast and courteous service with that famous Thai smile. Fly with the best. Fly Thai. Many visitors to Thailand make our present destination their only stop, for we are now in Chiang Mai. Here is the fabled flower of the north, in fact, the northern capital city, represented only in part by these views, which are of famous Doi Suthep, a landmark of Chiang Mai. As the flower of the north, Chiang Mai brings forth other fragrant blossoms as well. The handiwork of Chiang Mai is yet another element of its fame. Here at Ban Yen, a craft continues which is centuries old, dating back to the Lanat Thai of another age. Speaking of elephants, here's a closer look at the beast we earlier called the King of the Jungle, for that is what he truly is. The elephant's an independent family man, but he still needs care when in captivity. Trainers love these elephants like their children and treat them like friends. They rely on them for a full day's effort, be it in the fields or performing for the guests. The elephant is an intelligent mammal and highly obedient. This creature has massive strength, which the Thais put to good use in the jungles. Elephants can haul logs like this all day without tiring. The elephant in Thailand, truly another of man's best friends. The scenic hills and valleys surrounding Chiang Mai are adorned with myriad blooms and are the home for the many hill tribe people of the north. The hill tribe ceremony of the Ika hill tribe is a plea for the favors of the fertility goddess. It is through the variety of customs and ceremonies such as this that these ancient and mysterious people seek for themselves a better life. The scenic wonders of the area surrounding Chiang Mai attract many to their beauty, the rivers and waterfalls, and the delightful flowers, everywhere in bloom for the eye's delight. The Chiang Mai people take particular care of their flowers, for these are a major source of their livelihood. Delightful works of art are the product of their handicraft, as is the simple joy with which they accomplish their work. And now to the city itself, Chiang Mai, flower of the north, northern capital, delight of the country. This is the highlight of Chiang Mai's annual flower festival, the Floral Float Parade. These floats represent entries from all over northern Thailand and together display the rainbow of colors, artistry, and beauty, which is the Chiang Mai Flower Festival. We move on now to another region and another festival. We are in the mountainous region of Loi province in northern Thailand. Major crop here is cotton, providing a living and a way of life for the Isan people of this area. The Isan people are the most ancient culture in Thailand and have worked the land for centuries, planting it, cultivating it, and harvesting the benefit of their labors. They pick with a delicate touch, a gentle respect, and when day is done, they bring home the day's earnings. Their techniques for working the cotton are ancient, using tools designed ages ago. These, then, are the ingredients for the intriguing and delightful Loi Cotton Blossom Fair, an annual event staged the second week of February and opened with a parade. The fair and the parade demonstrate not only beauty, but also appropriate technology. There are presentations of local village culture and representations of the spiritual are always present in anything Thai. The annual Cotton Blossom Fair of Loi Province in the northeastern corner of the Kingdom of Thailand. The hot season has passed through March and moves into April. We are in the northern province of Ma Hong Son, home of the Thai Yai Hill tribe, who are about to celebrate a most important religious event called Boi Sang Long. Merit making is most important to the Thais and represents the gaining of spiritual benefit for others in simple home ceremonies or elaborate temple celebrations. Blessings are bestowed on the benefactors of the act and on performers as well. These graciously adorned young men are about to become monks. This procession of friends, neighbors, and relatives takes the young novices to the temple, where they will take their vows before ordination. These boys follow a Thai tradition of centuries to become a monk for a period of time for the spiritual benefit of one's parents. Boy Sang Long is the festival of events which surround this very special and blessed merit-making occasion. We now approach the temple. Here the boys receive their robes from senior monks, then dress themselves in what will be their garb for many days. And here's another form of merit-making that may be seen in Ma Hong Son during Boy Sang Long, dancing at the temple, and it takes many forms. Touring Ma Hong Son isn't always that easy, but it is almost always adventurous. Here is breathtaking scenery and nature's own glories, which are preserved in this natural park. There are easier ways to get around, of course. Modern air-conditioned buses take you past mile after mile of beautifully flowering hills, bringing you in comfort to the glorious countryside of Ma Hong Son. The Thai New Year is celebrated on April 13th with the delightful festival Songkran. A religious holiday, Songkran again is an opportunity to gain merit. But the major tradition of Songkran is that of water and the blessing it brings when poured upon each other. Also, Songkran is the time to pay special respect to those senior, such as the elderly, who receive the water's blessing and bestow their own good wishes in return. Most importantly, Songkran is a time for cleansing the spirit and refreshing the soul. One Songkran custom is to release birds, symbolizing the freedom of the new year, freedom to wash away error, freedom to start anew, freedom to share the joy of life, and freedom to live with honor. As with all major Thai festivals, Songkran is celebrated with parades nationwide. Prapadang, not far from Bangkok, is the location for one of the most popular Songkran parades in Thailand. Lavishly decorated floats represent a variety of themes, taken mostly from Thai mythology, a cultural heritage enriched by its ancient origins. Aside from the parade, there is one more custom of interest for Songkran and Prapadang, a game of the young adults called Bon Saba, where their romantic fate is determined by this puck. Prapadang is only one of several locations popular for the celebration of Songkran. Chiang Mai, the northern capital, is another, with its lavish parade, its ancient religious Songkran tradition performed by a devout people, its rich cultural heritage surrounding the New Year celebrations, and its fun-loving citizens who perhaps bring out the soul of Songkran with their spirited play. Thai people seek to enjoy life as much as they possibly can, and Songkran is a fine example. And now fly with us once again via the first-class, smiling, hospitable service of Thai Airways International. We have landed at Phuket International Airport, gateway to the Pearl of the South. Phuket is an island 890 kilometers south of Bangkok in the Andaman Sea. It is a paradise for sun worshippers, offering white sand beaches and scenic wonders only the seaside could offer. The Seatran Queen is one of many ships providing transportation among the numerous islands surrounding Phuket. The Seatran tours these islands and others in the Andaman Sea and the Gulf of Thailand. The Marine Park in Phuket is recognized as one of the 10 most beautiful marine spots in the world. Divers delight in the limitless varieties of tropical fish. Using rafts and snorkel equipment, they explore the fascinating undersea world off Phuket. And with memories intact, we leave Phuket, the pearl of the South. Another of Thailand's world-famous seaside resorts is Pattaya, modern playworld, in every sense of the word. Here is offered almost any type of sport or entertainment you can imagine, especially if it's in the water or on the shores of Pattaya. Into the life of every Thai man comes the time to be a monk. In the ethnic Phuan community of Sukhothai province, preparations are underway for a mass ordination. The celebration takes place in April before Songkran, and all the young men of age participate. In preparation, elephants are dressed for the parade, and the monk-to-be dons his costume. The decorative finery is elaborate. The boys dress traditional in every detail. And finally, they are ready for ordination. The various roles of the elephant in rural Thailand include the spiritual in a very strong way. Though not worshipped, they are respected as intelligent and hard-working animals, friends to man, relied upon for hard work and companionship. The elephant plays an important part in this procession because of these qualities and in addition to them. This procession is the most important event of the year for the Phuan community and of their lifetimes for the monks-to-be. This highest gesture of merit-making for their parents is celebrated by one and all. Of greatest reward to these young men is the pride of their parents, for today, their spirits triumph. Thai people have farmed this fertile land for countless centuries, nurturing the earth with their gentle hands, encouraging crops with their sure touch. But never certain of the intemperate moods of Mother Nature to supply the rain or not. They sought ways to encourage the rain and turned for help to the world of the spirit. The giving of alms was thought to placate the gods, to cause their sympathetic eyes to look with favor upon the needs of the farmer. To ensure this blessing, the farmers of Yasothorn province seek to appease the gods with the yearly Rocket Festival. Bunbong Phai takes place the second weekend of each May. Besides nightly entertainment, there is a lavishly colorful parade and the always exciting Day of the Rockets. The Rocket Festival parade itself features rural culture, elaborately decorated floats, crowds of village folk, traditional Thai dancing performed by the young ladies of Yasothorn, and the simple, classic beauty that is distinctly Thai. These young ladies of Yasothorn perform the Seung dance, exclusive to the Rocket Festival, and enjoyed by all ages. This, then, is the jovial revelry, the incomparable beauty, and the impressive displays of the Rocket Festival Parade. And finally, in Yasothorn province, it's the Day of the Rockets. In this spirited competition, winners and losers alike enjoy their mud bath. This village technology takes us into the space age at the Rocket Festival of Yasothon Province.
เรือพิทงระหว่างลำเนี่ยนะเรือพิทงอ่ะต่ออยู่แล้วหรือไม่มีแล้วใช่เดี๋ยวไม่รู้ทำไปตามเราลูกเรือพิทงแล้วเนี่ยของเราก็เป็นอะไร서 있지 말고 빨리빨리 돌아서 앉아.
다시 한번 하겠습니다. 인어파. 저 앉으세요, 앉으세요. 자기 자리에 앉으세요, 빨리. 자기 자리에 빨리 앉으세요. 사업가야, 사업가야. 서울 북쪽 아이탈 지방에 거주하다가 이강한 따라 내려와서 지금 강북 지역에 도착한 게 1769년도입니다. 그래서 그때 차트 왕비를 세우고서 강북이 다시 포함이 됐습니다.
전혀 불편함을 모르면 되잖아, 이 사람.
바다 냄새 나나?
옛날 오늘
이 나라의 수로가 육로보다 먼저 발달됐습니다. 너무 늪지대가 많기 때문에 애들이 너무 배관이 일찍 됐습니다. 그래서 여기까지 있다. 네, 나왔습니다.
ด้วยค่ะ
사실 분들이 줄 사세요, 이게. 바나나 하나에, 바나나 털래? 털래?
ได้ค่ะ
신고하십니다, 하나에. 한 분들 가시고.
선생님! 선생님, 홍지현 선생님!
어디, 어디?
아저씨 이름 뭐야?
이건 뭐야? 아니, 좀 빠져달라고 그래.
이게 식명통 약간 기준이 나. 우리나라에서 이거 그래서 바나나 손가락 바나나죠. 이거를 신고하셨습니다. 돈은 약 260원 정도 칩니다.
이걸 깎아내고 이게 이거 중요한 거죠. 이게 동그랗잖아요.
우리나라 같은 경우는 옛날에 망고 나무다 망고. 망고도 암수가 있어가지고 달리는 나무가 있고 안 달리는 나무가 있습니다. 이런 타운이 전국에 약 2만 6천 개의 타운이 있습니다. 이거 할 일이 없어가지고 학교도 안 가고 지금 나와가지고 계속 놀고 있습니다. 왜냐면 수영을 하는 모습이죠, 아들.
여기 그러면 뭐 고기 잡아 먹어요?
예, 여기서도 고기 잡는 것을 가끔가다 보시는데요. 너무 지저분해 그래가지고. 이렇게 여기는 보면 옛날에
앉아 있어. 자, 그대로 있어, 그대로. 알았어. 조금만 비켜. 이러면 돼. 안 던져. 잠깐. 자, 하나, 둘. 잠깐만.
잠깐만 여기.
빨리 가요. 찍어. 안 찍어? 오케이. 웃으시오. 김치. 웃으시오. 웃어요. 안 웃으시오. 웃으시오.
김치 까토끼.
그렇지. 감사합니다. 잠깐만. 한 번 더. 웃으시오. 오케이, 웃으시오. 하나, 둘, 셋. 웃으시오. 웃으시오. 김치. 하나, 둘, 셋. 감사합니다, 누님. 한 번 더. 야, 가까이 봐. 오케이. 자, 떨어져야지. 안녕하겠습니다.
이용생 있어. 고양이다.
안 보여요?
와!
잠깐만. 돈 내는 거야.
잠깐만.
차나 안 물어.
Five minutes.
여기 봐. 머리를 올려. 저기 뱀머리. 뱀머리.
김치.
됐어. 하나. 어떤 옆에 비켜봐. 뱀 잡아 앞에. 같이 서. 대진이랑 같이 서. 옆으로. 됐어. 대진아. 하나. 웃어. 오케이. 한 번 더요. 다시.
잠깐만.
웃으세요. 웃으세요. 와. 들어간다. 하나. 더 뱀도 올리고.
김치 까토끼.
나와라 하긴 사람이 있어도 좋지. 하나.
김치.
하나, 둘, 셋.
사장님. 빨리. 괜찮아요.
어우, 빅크가. 엄마, 동근아. 앉아. 양식은 어디 갔어? 됐어. 여기 앉아. 하나, 둘.
In the United States, if they have a tobacco.
야, 일단 여기서 안 나와.
하나, 둘.
올라갈래? 더 올라가려면 더 올라가. 또 사진 찍었으니까.
안 올라오는 게 누가 내려갈 때 그렇게 못하나?
자, 양식아. 이쪽으로 더 와. 양식아, 오늘 거기 서. 돌아서.
고양이요.
왜 나한테? 그만, 양식아.
나 고양이 너무 싫어.
와, 다른 고양이는 이거.
나 고양이 너무 싫어, 정말. 싫어.
야, 내가 차고 나는 안 가요. 나팔 찍어줄게 맛있어. 뛰어내려.
자, 감사합니다. 한 번 더. 하나, 둘. 웃어 좀. 하나, 둘. 야, 네네. 끝날 시간이야. 빨리 내려와. 빨리. 들어가라, 또 빨리 들어가, 넘어지다.
여기가 물러 떨어질 것 같아. 갑자기 자꾸 올라가고. 한번 내려와 보세요. 내려와 보세요. 잘 안 내려와요. 저 위에서 내려와 보세요. 질려요. 와 강아지 있고 고양이 있고. 한번 여기서 내려와 보세요. 잘 안 내려와.
아주 일로 오라 그래. 여기 하나씩 씩 끝까지. 주희야.
네?
여기 언니 사진 찍어줘.
아빠한테 못 찍어요.
그러면 안 되지.
아이, 잘 찍었어. 들어가자.
이거 갖고 있고 이거 내거 아니야.
아주국민학교 여기에 모이래.
그럼 카메라.
아주국민학교 여기에 모이래 선생님이.
먼저. 드릴 시간이 안 돼. 먼저.
이한장 찍고 나가. 시장님 빨리 와.
찍었어요. 이것을?
가셔?
자, 빨리 들어가. 저 사람 없을 때 좀 찍게. 저기 저 양치 새끼 하네.
당신이 내려오래. 북사진만.
야, 빨리 내려와, 선생님.
되게 싫어. 방해하고.
가만히 있어요. 가만히 있어요.
땀 좀 봐.
헤이,
무서워. 우리 땀.
여보세요. 네. 가자. 사진은 저거 나오겠어. 하나, 둘.
내려가.
아이고.
한국의 여관청. 야, 내려가. 빨리 내려가. 여기다가 얼굴 비비고 찍는 거야?
빨리 내려와.
한 명만 달라. 자기 안 맞아. 이렇게 나 이쪽으로 나와봐. 나하고 깜짝이 맞다. 손 들고 돌려. 이거 19명. 오른쪽으로. 아, 여기 하나 있구나. 하나. 자, 19명에. 아, 호흡에다가 얘 하나요. 맞아요. 19명에 저기. 자, 얘들아, 가자. 자, 서로 보려고. 손잡고, 손잡고. 여기서 손 났다. 그냥 앞뒤로 그냥 가자. 뒤로 나가는 중인데, 여기서 뭐, 한눈 팔고 손 났다. 그래서 그냥 갈 거니까. 자, 일어서요. 배다.
아니, 안 왔다, 아직.
천천히.
เจลีขึ้นไหนเนี่ย
실력하자.
ไม่เรือไปขึ้นไหนโต๊ะ
그러니까.
사랑 안 왔어요?
이거